So thinking about these open areas in schools is not necessarily classrooms. And when you think about, when you affiliate certain words with studio versus classroom, you think of a studio, there's probably a few words that pop into your head. Creative, artistic, relaxing. Those are all good for learning.
I'm Nicole Lentz, and I'm the department head for grade 7 and 8, and a grade 7 homeroom teacher.
My name is Dallas Novelli, and I teach grade 8 and grade 12 English. While my current classroom is set up very traditionally.
There's no color to it. It looks very sterile.
When everybody has the same desk and they have to sit in the same way, that would impede some kids from feeling comfortable in their learning environment.
We have a lot of desks that are usually in a bunch.
It's not comfortable.
You don't feel the energy that a classroom needs.
Oh, they're boring.
Just white walls and all that.
You just have to sit in the same spot. You're always pretty much stuck where you are.
There's no flexibility, and it's harder for some students because of their learning style.
The idea was to bring home back into the homeroom. The board got behind that in a big way.
We want the furniture to be flexible and agile, and we want to create something that will enable that specific driver.
I would put wheels on the tables.
I'd probably change the chairs to something a little more comfortable.
It could be a bit more colorful and more inviting.
Right here, they're affiliating colors with different ideas and concepts.
Because the teachers, they make it a lot of fun to learn.
A few months in, we started thinking about what are the possibilities for the entire grade 7 division, or maybe even the entire grade 7-8 division.
So it just took off.
So one classroom versus 9, we're talking about 25 kids versus almost 200 now.
We've laughed a few times about this being the little idea that could. All of a sudden, we had David Jakes involved.
My name is David Jakes. I'm supporting efforts here in Kenora Catholic in terms of spatial redesign of the 7th and 8th grade classrooms.
It really is an attempt to reshape the capacities of those specific classrooms.
School is typically very institutional.
My role is helping them reshape their thinking about that and pivot and transition that thinking into new ways about using space intelligently to support a new condition for learning.
I always tell my kids that we're one big family in our classroom. These new classrooms are just going to allow us to grow even closer as a family.
We know that the classrooms of 1980, 1990 don't resonate with the kind of skills and behaviors we want kids to learn and develop.
We've got to try out all the seating, we've got to try out the work surfaces. The kids have just loved being the guinea pigs for the whole project.
What I think is impactful is taking the time, care, and effort and not rush into things, not simply replace 24 desks and chairs with 24 desks and chairs. What are the best tools for learning?
All the time thinking, if I were a student in that class, would I like that?
A place where students will enjoy their learning, because learning should be fun.
It's very important we get a space that's capable of assuming a lot of different kinds of roles and identities to help teachers give them a more comprehensive palette to create lessons for kids.
I like it way better than the old setup.
It's a lot more comfortable, and it's a lot easier to do group work.
More home-like, easier to work.
I think that we have more focus on what the teachers are teaching us.
There's tables that are curved differently so you can attach them all together.
Whatever you need to do, the class can be that for that day.
The new studio environments have leveled the playing field for kids who struggled in the traditional classroom.
Everyone just seems happier, just a room that gives off good vibes.
Well, it's definitely more homey.
The biggest joy of being a teacher is to see kids using their own minds, but also working together.
They want to be in here, and they own this space. There's accountability without the teacher having to point it out.
We don't really have assigned seating either. It's just sit wherever you feel comfortable.
It makes it seem like it's their class and not my class.
We feel excited to learn.
It's a more flexible and comfortable environment for everybody.
And the kids are also reaching their own personal, spiritual, emotional, and academic goals.
It's been wonderful to work with a group of really dedicated, committed people that want to see a new condition for learning emerge.
That was a big thing that I'll remember, is how much I got to learn throughout the process.
This is definitely the coolest thing I've been a part of in my career as a teacher.